During the day, we set the table and prepare the Seder plate. We do this so that we can start the Seder as soon as Ma'ariv is finished, but we are not allowed to begin the Seder before nightfall.
We place the Seder plate in front of the Father. Each item on the Seder plate reminds us in a different way of the Jewish nation leaving Egypt.
Zroa, roasted bone. In the time of the Beit HaMikdash, 2 korban offerings were brought on the afternoon before Pesach, the Pesach and the Chagiga. Their meat was roasted and eaten at the Seder feast. The Zroa reminds us of the Pesach offering.
We are not allowed to eat the Zroa during the Seder because it would look like we are eating the meat of a korban. We may do that only when we have the Beit HaMikdash. The word Zroa means arm. This reminds us that with an outstretched arm, Hashem took us out of Egypt.
Beitza, an egg. The egg is to remind us of the Chagiga offering that was brought along with the Pesach offering.
Instead of another piece of meat, we use an egg, which is a symbol of mourning, to remind us of the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash. Maror and chazeret. Our rabbis teach us that there are a number of different vegetables that can be used for the maror. Most people use raw horseradish or romaine lettuce. We place the 2 kinds of bitter herbs on the Seder plate.
We eat maror twice during the Seder, once by itself as maror, and the second time with the matzah as korach. The bitter maror reminds us of how bitter life was in Egypt when we were slaves.
Charoset. This is a mixture of grated apples and other fruits, chopped nuts, and red wine.
We dip the bachor into the charoset to lessen the bachor's harmful effects. The charoset has the feel of cemented bricks. This reminds us of the hard work that was forced upon us in Egypt.
Karpas, a vegetable. This is a vegetable such as boiled potato, celery, and parsley. We also prepare a bowl of salt water to dip the karpas into.
We dip the karpas into salt water to remind us of the tears the Jewish people cried in Egypt when they were slaves.
Matzah. We place 3 whole, unbroken matzot on top of each other in a cloth or napkin in the Seder plate or next to it. We have an extra supply of matzah on the table so that each person will be able to eat at least the minimum amount each of the 3 times we eat matzah at the Seder.
Some reasons for 3 matzot at the Seder. To show the unity of the Jewish people. 1 matzah represents the Kohanim, the second is the Leviim, and the third is the Yisraelim. 2. To remind us that it is in the merit of the 3 fathers, Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov, that we were taken out of Egypt. 3. To remind us of the 3 measures of flour Abraham used when he baked matzot for the visiting angels.